Welcome to Bahamian Mathematics. Remember to subscribe, like, and share to see more videos like this. In today's video, we will learn how to find the missing angles in a triangle. We'll learn the magic number for triangles is 180. But first, let's review the definition of a triangle. So what is a triangle? Do you remember? A triangle is a flat shape with three sides and three angles. And each one of these shapes is a triangle because they all have three sides and they all have three angles. But is there anything special about the angles in each triangle? Let's look at the triangle and find out. We're going to discover what is special about the three angles in a triangle. 1, 2, 3. Let's look. First, let's add the angles in this triangle and see what sum we get. We can see that the first angle is 40 degrees plus 70 degrees plus 70 degrees. We're going to add those three numbers now. 40 plus 70 is 110, plus the third angle of 70 gives us a total of 180 degrees. Let's look at a second triangle and see what happens when we add the three angles. This angle right here, we don't have a number there, but anytime we see a small square in the angle of a triangle, we know that that is a right angle, and that is 90 degrees. So we will add 90 plus 48 plus 42. Let's add those together and see what we get. 90 plus 48 is 138, plus 42 gives us 180 degrees. So again, in this second triangle, we have the sum of the three angles totaling 180 degrees. Let's look at a third triangle. This triangle, do you know what kind it is? Each angle is 60 degrees. Yes, it's equilateral. And let's add up these three angles. 60 degrees plus 60 degrees plus 60 degrees. Let's check. 60 plus 60 is 120. Plus another 60 gives us 180 degrees. So that's three triangles, and each one, when we added up the three angles, we got 180 degrees as our sum. And so we've established a rule now that all angles in a triangle, all three angles in a triangle, add up to 180 degrees. So if we take angles A plus B plus C, they will all equal 180 degrees. What does this mean? This means that we can find a missing angle through subtraction. If we were ever given a triangle with two angles and a missing angle, we should be able to find the third by subtracting from 180. So let's look at that. Here's a triangle. It has the three angles of A, 70 degrees, and 60 degrees. Well, how much is A? How many degrees is angle A? We don't know. But we do know that when we add up the three angles, it should total 180 degrees. So let's form an equation. We're going to take the fact that we know that A plus B plus C equals 180 and write an equation based on the information that we have. So we're going to start with the unknown, which is A, and say A degrees plus 70 degrees plus 60 degrees equals 180. And now we're going to simplify the 70 and the 60 by adding them together. So A degrees, we don't know, plus 70 plus 60 is 130, equals 180. And now in the third step, we try to find A by subtracting the 130 from the 180. And so A equals 180, take away 130, that leaves us with 50 degrees. And so A is 50 degrees, we move that into place. And just to be sure, we check the addition of the three angles that we have. So 50 plus 70 plus 60, this should give us 180 degrees. And it does. 50 plus 70 is 120, plus 60 more gives us 180. Very good. Now let's look at another example. Here's a triangle with three angles, B degrees, which we don't know, 100 degrees, and 32 degrees. Again, let's use our knowledge that A plus B plus C equals 180 and form an equation. So let's start with the unknown, B degrees plus 100 degrees plus 32 degrees. The three of those equal 180. And now let's simplify the 100 plus the 32, which gives us 132. And that equals 180. And now to find b, we have to subtract the 132 from 180, and that gives us 48 degrees. So b is now 48 degrees, and again we can check the addition. 48 plus 100 plus 32. 48 plus 100 is 148, plus 32 is equal to 180. Very good. Let's check a third triangle now. We know that a plus b plus c equals 180 degrees. And so let's start with the unknown, h, and form an equation. H degrees plus 62 degrees plus, but now we have a problem because I don't see the third angle size. It's missing. But hang on, let's look at the triangle, and we see that the two lines on each of the sides tells us that these two sides are the same length. And as a result, the two angles are also the same size. And so therefore, the missing angle is 62 degrees also. So we add that. And that equals 180 degrees. And so we simplify the 62 plus 62, which is 124, and that equals 180 degrees. H now equals 180 take away 124 degrees, and we're left with 56 degrees. Angle H is now 56 degrees, and just to be sure, we're going to check with the help of a calculator because these numbers are not so easy mentally to solve, and we're going to type in 56 plus 62, which gives us 118, plus the last angle of 62, and on the calculator we can see 180 degrees. Very good. And now it's quiz time. What is the size of the missing angle shown? You have 5 seconds. Time's up. The answer is 60 degrees. We can see from the diagram that the two other angles are 60 degrees and 60 degrees. And we know that this triangle is an equilateral triangle in which all angles are 60 degrees. And so if we worked it out, we would say W plus 60 equals 180. W plus 120 equals 180. W equals 180 take away 120, and therefore W equals 60 degrees. Question 2. What is the size of the missing angle? Time's up. Did you figure out that 30 plus 30 is 60, and 180 take away 60 gives you 120? Let's do the working. H equals 180 take away 60, which leaves us with 120. Question 3. What is the size of the missing angle? Time's up. The answer is 90 degrees. How did we get that? Well, y plus 56 plus 34 equals 180. Therefore, y plus, when we add 56 and 34, we get 90 equals 180. And so y equals 180, take away 90, and by now you already see that if we take 90 from 180, we're left with 90 degrees. And therefore, y is a right angle, and this is a right-angled triangle. Anytime you want to find a missing angle in a triangle and the two angles add up to 90 degrees, the third angle has to be 90 degrees also. And now you've solved the mystery of how to find the missing angle in any triangle. Well done.